Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Leigh?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern M&M.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Brunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Leigh.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Leigh. We are the Munch Bunch UK. Leigh, tell them what we have on the menu.
We have
Spag bol.
spag bol. I had to think then, guys, because literally my brain went into meltdown.
Spaghetti bolognese.
It's I completely forgot because we've been busy and getting quite dizzy with it. We've been shopping. Christmas shopping in November.
Yes, it's been lovely today. Well, I went for my booster jab and flu jab. The reason I'm doing that is they put it in each arm. Got that out the way. So that's been... It was actually a quick process, which I'm glad of, but we're not talking about that anyway. After that, we went to our local little shopping...
Went to Costa Aim first.
Yes, we did.
And then we seen someone we knew, and they like to talk a lot, so we go up and ran away.
Oh, yeah.
That is the truth of the matter. Oh, we've got some garlic bread as well.
Yeah.
Oh, balls, you can get that in the thumbnail.
It's all right. So we went and Leigh went off to the loo and I started off in B&M.
Yeah, I didn't actually get to the talk, though, because Costa, or ours anyway, only have one talk each. You got one for the men, one for the ladies, one for disabled and babies. And I went to go to the toilet, and the men's and the disabled one were both in use, which they don't normally mind using the disabled one if the men's is busy. And I couldn't get in. So I was just walking around cross-legged like, oh, shite. And then I went to do Christmas shopping for presents and for decorations. And
which you will be seeing because...
Can I have the salt, please?
Yeah. Because I figured on Friday...
What's all these noises?
That's my phone.
Noisy phones.
Oh, we will do a little vlog of when I put my tree up.
Oh, I forgot that. We did it last year, guys. We did like...
Vlogmas!
Yeah, we did Vlogmas.
I'm going to have a little beetroot with mine.
We made a massive deal of Christmas last year on the channel. I don't think we will this year so much. But
I think we should do some,
We'll do what we can.
a bit of Vlogmas, because we all like a bit of Christmas, don't we? So anyway, I went to B&M's, and I got some clip-on feathers. Now, it's not feathers like fluffy feathers. They are nice, aren't they, the decorations? I'll show them you on the vlog. Got some Christmas presents for Leigh's dad and Leigh's dad's partner. Got a few bits for Tia.
You'll notice, sorry I interrupted you, that there's a lot more spaghetti than there is bolognese on mine. The simple reason, I don't like bolognese.
No, not only that. You know how Leigh moaned about the turkey burgers the other day? Leigh cocked up this time and got the most disgusting mince again. I don't know what's going on, but it's horrific. And I'll say it the way it is, because Leigh said it last time.
So somehow the mince...
You don't like it when I say
Somehow the mince ended up in the freezer out of a packet. Still frozen, but the packet disappeared. I think
it's definitely the turkey.
Cracked or something or other.
What do you call it?
Turkey mince.
Thigh mince again. It's horrible.
So we had a big pack of mince. I was like, well, let's do a big pack rather than a small pack. And then I cooked it. And then she said, Leigh, it's bloody horrible. Oh, God. But I didn't know what type of mince it was. Pork, turkey, beef. I didn't have a Scooby because there was no packaging.
I'm about to add that much garlic powder to it. We will not have any vampires tonight. Got my hair done. So I look a little bit silvery blonde. If you have not tried, and Leigh got me onto this beetroot with spaghetti bolognese or like that, it is...
I don't know why you're saying I got you onto it. I really didn't.
Pasta and...
No, chilli with
Oh,
beetroot.
yeah, that's it. But actually, that tastes really good.
Oh, homemade chilli. That
Did you all see that then?
The homemade chilli that Aim makes, we've given the recipe out before, so if you need it, just ask us and I'm sure we'll tell you again.
Amazing.
With beetroot. Oh, it's off the planet. Or off the
hook.
It's off the hook, man. I'm down with the kids.
It is really good.
So since we was last on, Aim's had her hair done. We went to... Well, you've seen it on the vlog that one got put on our last video. We went to like a firework display.
Yeah, that was good.
It was amazing. But like you've seen on the vlog, unbeknownst to us, a lot of bloody people went to the same firework display. So we had like a 3-hour round trip, which should have been like 10-minute round trip.
Ryan, seriously.
Yeah, our mate Ryan.
Claire's boyfriend.
I don't know how the hell he put up with it, I've got to be honest. But it was good though. We went on some rides. Me and Tia did. Aim just sort of stood watching. Because Aim's seen Final Destination and we're not going to ride ever again.
I really don't want to spend money I'm getting thrown around like that. What's the point? I would rather buy makeup with it.
And the next day, she was saying, Leigh. I was like, yes, Sam. She said, I had a really nice time last night, but please never, and she had me promises, so I might have to stick to it, ever go on a ride in your life again.
Do you know why I said that? I actually thought about this, and you've got to be honest, when I said it, it does sound scary. So I'm not on about like Alton Towers, even though you've all heard that story about the poor girl, bless her, who had to have her leg amputated on the Smiler. But you know these travelling fairs that go around different parks and venues, for such as a summer fair or like the rides. You've got one guy pushing down that barrier and you're trusting him to get that right. Thinking about you are trusting this guy who you don't know if he's trained in ride supervision.
There are parents everywhere now watching this thinking, when our little Charlie goes to Wonderland at Christmas down in London, we've got a winter Wonderland. I'd love to go into that when I was younger. He ain't gone on any rides because I'm all scared the shit out of me now.
I don't mean to, guys, but
She's just a big worry pants.
I was watching this guy and he was just going along, pressing the seats down, click, click, click. Oh, yeah, well, that's all right. I'll trust him to make sure my partner's safe to be thrown in the air.
There's no way you could have fitted an ant under that bar. I don't mean
I did notice
your
it was a
mum's sister,
squeeze.
your aunt. Literally, he pushed down on mine. He did it on Claire because Claire was before me. So this Claire, our mate, pushed hers down, Ryan's down, etc. I was next to Claire, and then there's a little kid. I opened it hurt the kid. Push it down on my sternum. I think it is you're there.
Well, your sternum's there.
Yeah, the bar sort of went there into my stomach, and I was like, oh. And I was at that time I was waving to aim, and then he pushed it again. I was like, mate, what?
He made it click back a few times, and I just thought to myself, by any chance, that goes bloody wrong.
It really hurt.
To mine as well, guys. I had to do this huge because Leigh doesn't like onions and peppers, so I did some big onions and peppers to add to the flavour.
Good though. It doesn't taste as bad as you was worrying about. I can't taste it.
I know because I've doctored it.
Well done, Dr. Aim.
I've had to put loads of garlic in.
We had a really nice time on Friday. Aim wasn't really on the vlog. There was a tiny bit of her, but because it was that rammed.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I don't like being... I'm not a big fan of fairgrounds.
It was that busy there, wasn't it?
The noise actually freaks me out. I know it sounds stupid, but that's just ways.
It was really busy there, and it wasn't really somewhere I could get the camera out as much as I would have liked to. I would have liked to have got some of the live music that was going on. I did get a minute of it, but not a lot. And more of the fireworks, but by that time I'd had a few pints and I forgot what I was doing.
What did you guys do? Did you go to like any firework displays or... I know like Alton Towers round by here, well, us, they have some wicked... Like they had a really good thing on Halloween and they have a good bonfire display.
Yeah,
that's one thing they didn't do actually. They didn't do a bonfire. But it's all the carbon... My mum said it's all the carbon footprint probably and stuff
probably
now.
good for the horses. So, our firework display was held at a big race course.
Yeah, but the stables are there.
No, they've got to go on there the next day or two and run round.
Got a bit of something
It
there,
probably wasn't good for the horses' health, I don't know.
They did it the year before, the 2 years before.
I don't know. Either way, they didn't do the bonfire. But I'm glad she's old enough now because she will not want to go again because I ain't travelling for another 3 hours there and back to go to a fireworks display, and we all agreed on that.
So bear in mind, obviously I'm not going to say where, but the distance from that place to my place was about 20 minutes.
To my place? You mean to our place?
Yeah,
Where
but
we live?
I'm addressing you lot.
Right.
And anyway, it's not far. And it took us an hour and it took us the time to get from here to Morecambe, which is an actual joke.
Yeah. Unlike the last video, I've actually got some topics today. And I don't mean the chocolate bar.
Excellent.
Yeah, excellent news, Amo.
I love topic bars.
You do, don't you? I don't
Not
mind
like you
them.
though. Look, I'm not really eating chocolate.
So,
I've been behaving.
first off the bat, our times have changed. I know I sound like an old man, but come on. I've been seeing a lot of clips lately, and I keep telling Amish, like, no, that can't be true. Amish, it's bloody true. Have you ever been in an area, guys, or been somewhere, because people are filming this, and it seems to go on all over the place, we're like some little shit, and I will call them little shit, they're like probably bigger than me, but they are like half my age. They're just going around nicking people's stuff. So like, there was a video clip on TikTok a day or two ago. This bloke was filming these two lads. He's like, "Is that yours?" And the lad just looked up to him like, "I don't give a shit what you do."
I can't understand how people can do what you're about to tell them.
like, well, because of the dangers of it, Bab. So there was a bike, and this was a cheap bike. They obviously knew what they were doing, these two lads. And this goes back to when our shed was near enough broken into, because we had some bikes in there. They obviously came back for the bikes, and there was this bike anyway on this clip, and it was like a $2,000 bike, a mountain bike. And these two lads had pulled up. They were no older than 16, 17, maybe 15. Hoodies up, scarf over their face or whatever. And middle of the town centre, I actually found out this was in Surrey. I've seen it on the description on the clip. They pulled up outside a shopping centre.
You might have seen it.
Carry a bag. Or like, you know you get fancy bags from like fancy jewels? Like Pandora bags sort of thing.
The rope handle bags.
Yeah, like a Pandora bag, but it was a different brand. They pulled up, took an angle grinder out, which you don't use one of them without people noticing and hearing you. Mm-hmm. It's like cutting through the bike lock. And there was just people walking past, staring, filming. And the one bloke said, "Is that yours?" And they looked up like, "Don't really care. We're going to take it anyway." They did not care that there was people everywhere, because they knew no one would have the balls to try and stop them. Because, I mean, who the hell's going to mess with a kid with an angle grinder in his hand?
No, because they could do some bloody damage to
that
your
can
hand.
cut through your bowel name.
Oh, can it?
Yeah, from what somebody said on the comments, it literally cuts straight through your wrist if you try and stop them.
Oh, it's like a chainsaw, isn't it?
Kind of, yeah. It cuts through metal. I wouldn't have messed with them. But at the same time, what world are we living in where they don't do it in like a dark alley?
Where's the police?
Well, they can't be everywhere, Bob, can they?
You know something, seriously, what gets on my nerves is that they don't actually care, that it's in full view. And I'm presuming this is on a high street.
It was outside a big shopping centre. There were people
on
everywhere.
now.
They don't care. There was another one, a lady and a man filmed these two lads breaking into the back of a car, middle of the day. And they said, "We're filming you, we've got your face." They didn't care. They were just there, like, getting the stereo, getting anything they could out of there.
My gosh. Neither did the one that you said we saw outside. He didn't care less. He just strolled off down the bloody driveway.
Well, the one who tried to rob us. And then there's one at a B&Q or a Do-It-All. Do-It-All's like a hardware store in England.
Do you know people from the UK? I haven't
I
heard
do,
of Do-It-All in the longest of time.
Probably ain't a thing anymore. I don't know.
Do-It-All? Remember that?
There was a Do-It-All when I was a kid. It was like the equivalent of B&Q.
Yeah, it's more like that now, isn't it, really?
Yeah, I don't think there's a Do-It-All. Might have gone out of fashion, out of business. But there was some blokes, and I can say they weren't English because they weren't. You could hear them talking on the video. I don't know what country they're from. They're there, pull up in the car, open the boot, a bit next to a work van, like a white van. Somehow got the door open, I don't know how they did that, and was robbing all the stuff out of the van, whilst all the other people in the car park watching them do it. And who's going to stop them? So if you've seen anything crazy like that lately, let us know. Also, immigrants jumping in the back of wagons, that seems to be a big thing these days. Whilst the wagon's driving down the road, there were some immigrants the other day in front of these holidaymakers come back from Calais.
That was a bit metal. Just imagine seeing that.
Oh, the one I told you about?
Yeah.
A family were travelling down the motorway. It's just true, it was on TikTok or YouTube somewhere. They were travelling down the motorway. For some reason, they come from France or somewhere. Had a big roof rack on the top of the car.
So what you told me about when they left their stuff somewhere?
Yeah.
Don't know what's worse.
They had suitcases in the roof rack.
So all the family's luggage was in the roof rack. Mm-hmm. You know, people buy roof racks or roof boxes to secure their stuff, to make room.
To save it, put in the boot.
Exactly, but you think, because I know obviously roof racks, are like Leigh's family had them, you have keys to lock them. You know? And, well, I'll let Leigh continue.
Oh, sorry, you know the story. So two immigrants, coming back from France, I think this family got into the UK, opened up the roof rack, and because they heard something, I guess, like moving around on the roof, opened the roof rack, no luggage,
Oh,
two immigrants just jumped out, and the family like, what the hell? Where's our suitcases? And the immigrants didn't speak English. You could hear the English family, or British family speaking, ask them, where's my suitcases? Keeping everybody calm, bear in mind, that their stuff obviously wasn't there.
Like, imagine if, like, my makeup bag had gone. I ain't bothered who gets in the box. You leave my shit alone.
It's a bit like Only Fools and Horses when Gary gets in the back of the wagon.
Gary! Or in Max and Paddy, when the Chinese guys go to the hypermarket in Max and Paddy goes to the hypermarket in France, and they come back over, and then they're the Chinese restaurant cooks, aren't they? But seriously, fancy getting their luggage out of the box.
And they didn't answer him. They just said, and walked off. And there was on like a motorway or something. There was like big, imagine like in signs, them big overgrown fields that come up over your head.
Like crop fields.
Yeah, they just walked into these crop fields.
I'd have grabbed him by the scruff and get my stuff.
It was a man, his son and his wife, so obviously the man couldn't do it because he had to worry about his wife and his son.
Well, as a woman, why the bloody hell didn't she say, like, put the stuff in the boot?
Well, what stuff has got?
Seriously though, I mean, I've been to France loads and loads of times. I don't know whether they would have been from France.
No.
But either way though.
I think they're from like an African country, I think. They didn't speak very good English, or they weren't speaking French either.
But you know what? Again, I do look at two sides to every single story, which I think is fair to do. But it's like you never quite know what's going on, and it's desperate times, desperate measures for a lot of people.
Oh yeah, like the immigrants coming from Afghanistan and whatnot. It's terrible what's going on in their country. It's
like a lot of people are like, oh, you know, there's lots of immigrants coming over. But at the same time, my God, if you're in that situation with your children and, you know, your houses are getting bombed and, well, we all know the situation at the moment with what the government everywhere has let happen with the Taliban taking over.
Pulled out our troops, you mean?
Yeah, but like the Taliban are now in government type of thing, aren't they, over there? And it must be horrifically scary for those people who... For women, obviously, not being able to be women over there anymore. And also the fact that you've got your children.
You can be women, you can't do
no,
it.
You can't. But you can't go to the salon and all that business, the wrecking things like that. But, like, you know, for your children, I would literally jump sticks as fast as I could.
Yeah, I know.
So
that.
I can't really... But taking all the luggage out's a bit far.
Well, there's a bloke I follow, and he's a truck driver. He's a funny bloke from Manchester. And he shows you how he sort of leaves his truck at night and how he has to do all the security checks and stuff on it. He, like, goes to Spain with deliveries from the UK to France, etc., etc. And he said, what he showed you best, what he does, he has to open up the back of his wagon at night time.
My uncle had to do that,
You have to, he leaves it open. Like, if there's nothing in there, if he's done his drop-off and he's on his way back to the UK, he'll leave the back completely open so immigrants won't think, not immigrants, but people coming in, well, it's immigrants coming in from other countries trying to get a free ride. And he'll leave it open so they can see there's nothing in there to steal or to hide behind. So otherwise they've slashed the thing and they climb in.
You know what? That's a really clever way of doing it, actually.
I guess if you're a truck driver...
I know that when my uncle, God rest his soul, he passed away, he was like a dad to me. I love him so much. But he owned a big haulage business, didn't he? And had dealings with Eddie Stobart and Formula One and all that business. He used to pull along at the truck stop, and so many prostitutes used to say, "Come on, do you want to go for whatever, you know, not a coffee or anything."
Who's your daddy? Or how's your daddy, sort of thing?
Yeah, it was, how's your father?
How's your father, not your daddy? Well, I've actually got two stories. I had two stories to tell you. One was when we was on about about police.
I used to love getting in the lorry and going on trips. It was just fun.
Hopefully none of them turned up on them occasions.
Really?
No, prostitutes. No.
No.
Well, there's two stories. You can either have that one, or you can have the vehicle one. Take your pick.
Which one's the first one?
So you got... I'll keep the second one for a second. We'll come back to...
No, you can't do that, because everybody will be like...
Look, it's the funniest story, so I'll tell it at the end.
Oh, all right. As long as you tell it today, though.
I promise I'm going to tell you this.
Because I hate them people who go... You know the Facebook idiots who go, something terrible's happened today. I really feel really bad. I can't tell you all what's happened, but something's happened. Why put it on Facebook then?
For attention.
Why bloody do that?
For what?
I thought you was going to go, I've got a really good story, but I'm not going to tell you today. No. You know what he does to me all the time? Tell him what you do.
Well, if I see something in a shop...
No, this has gone on for years. He'll go, there's something I've seen. It was amazing. I nearly got... But I didn't get it.
Look, usually it's expensive stuff.
Well, say it then. Go. What is it, Leigh? What was it the other day?
One of them like comforting blankets.
Oh, an anxiety weighted blanket.
Yeah, I thought when I mentioned this, she mentioned about a year ago now. These new blankets and they're good for anxiety. Aim suffers from a lot of anxiety. She mentioned what one. When I hear blanket, I think a throw. 10 quid in B&M's. They had them down Lidl, and I bear in mind that'll be reduced because it's Lidl, so they're like not as expensive as you buy them somewhere else.
Yeah, the one I saw I was going to get was about 65.
And I was like, it's a blanket. If you really feel that uncomfortable, I'll be your blanket for free. I'll just wrap myself around you like this. Feeling better?
Lovely.
Yeah, all your anxiety's gone. I wish it was that easy.
Oh, that's lovely, Lou. Thank you.
It's all right, beautiful. So, story one, guys, it was one of the topics I was going to talk to you about. And it's quite unfair, I think. So I have a lot of time for police. I didn't used to, because I used to get into trouble with the police. And I used to think they're a bit of a bugger.
That's because you used to be naughty.
I was a little shit. But these days, like I see a lot of videos of like people just... There's a lot of knobheads who go to the police station and just film the police station all day. I don't know what. They're called auditors, I think. And they just record the police station and stick it on YouTube. Like, that's just a bit weird. And when they're asked to me, like, you can't make me move. Make me bitch. And as long as you're not horrible to the police, they can't do a thing to you.
I've actually got a subject as well in a minute.
Okay, I'll cook it for this one. So, this man, he found out he had terminal illness. And this was in the last week, I think. I read this in the Metro today.
That's horrible.
Which our Tia brought back with her. So I'm there. Oh, what's this? It's a bit of an odd story. This man, I think he's in his 50s or 60s. And I can't remember the exact illness he's got. But it was something along the lines of multiple system failure, or something like that.
Oh, no.
I think basically all his organs are going to shut down, but I don't know the name of it. He just found out he had it recently. So he had a bucket list, as a lot of people do these days. And on his this man was in the UK. On his bucket list was to flash a speed camera. So on the motorway, pull up in front of a speed camera.
Oh, yeah.
And show his arse.
Like Max and Paddy did.
Yeah, and that was just something he'd always wanted to do because he'd got a lot of tickets over the years. He was a bit peed off about it. He thought, if I ain't got long to live, like maybe a couple of years, I want to do it. And I won't have anything to fear about getting into trouble because I'm dying anyway, so I want to do something that makes me a bit happy and gives me a laugh. He did it. A cop has seen him do it. 20 minutes later, the police turned up at his door. 6 police officers. This man's like a retired university lecturer. He's like in his 60s or something. 6 coppers. When the man refused to open his door, they booted down his back gate, got the man, pinned him to the ground. 6 of them to pin down a 60-odd-year-old. And he was there like, I can't breathe properly. Something he apparently said. Maybe due to his illness and whatnot. Why he's unwell. He's like, I can't breathe. 6 of you on top of me. He's a 60-odd-year-old man. These are all 20, 30-year-old coppers.
Did something bad happen?
No. Well, he's still ill. He's still dying.
No, but I mean, it wasn't another judge.
No, nothing like that. We'd have heard about it if it was that time. But yeah, it's a bit shady, if you ask me. Especially when he explained to him, look, I just wanted to because I've got a terminal illness. It was on my bucket list. They still didn't see the funny side. They're just knobheads.
Well, 2 stories in the... I thought you was telling that at the end. What?
What do you think about that?
Well, okay, I don't necessarily agree with all the bloody violence and everything. However, I guess, was it that much of an offence to do that?
I don't think so. He got done for indecent exposure. Well, that's what they was trying to charge him with. He probably got away with it in the end, but
I mean, 6 police pinning him down? That's a bit much, really. However, at least he got to do it, which is a good thing.
We should do our bucket list one of those days on here.
Well, mine certainly won't be flashing on bloody speed camera. Am I right to go ahead now?
Yeah, go on.
So 2 stories that I want to talk about today, very briefly. We've got a morning show here, you all know it, in the UK, possibly called This Morning.
Alright, yeah.
And across the pond, if you don't know, it's like a daytime TV show. Talking about all your general news and different things, cooking and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so we all know that there's anti-vax people at the moment, and that's fine, because I do believe in freedom of speech and also your own opinions. If you have a reason or a choice that you don't want the vaccine, that's absolutely fine, but I just felt this story was so sad. So this lady, there was a family. There was a man and a wife, and their stepdaughter, his stepdaughter and stepson, whatever. And the woman and the man, the mum and dad, caught COVID. Now, he went on and filmed these videos and was like, do you know something? I'd rather build up my natural immunity. I would rather wait till like my body's got its own defence system. I don't need a jab. This is nothing worse than the flu. I'm perfectly fine. The wife, unfortunately, got really quite ill. And she was lying on the settee. She felt more comfortable there because she suffered with horrific back pain, as did I when we had COVID. Really bad. I thought my kidneys were failing, my God. So she went to bed and I went on the settee, went to sleep. The son came and was like, Mum, you know something, you're really poorly. We've got to call the ambulance, because she was quite unresponsive. Mm. Anyway, the ambulance come, the paramedics, and she was like, you know what, I've got to sit a legs, I've got to make sure he's going to take care of the dogs and everything whilst I'm in hospital. So the son ran up the stairs and found her husband dead in bed from COVID.
How long had he been there? No, it's not how long had he been there. How long? I mean, did they not know he was really ill?
No, a few days before, like, obviously he was like, no, I'm fine, I'm just going to go to bed and everything like that. So it deteriorated very quickly. But the doctor came on this morning, she was like, this could have been a preventable death.
Yeah, I got that. But surely they were checking on him, the son.
They didn't live with him. They came to check the mum. So the mum decided for a couple of days to sleep downstairs. Right. He didn't want to eat anything anyway. He was upstairs. You know what I mean? You could sort of ship that passing the night, so to speak. But it happened in that one night, though.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, you know, if you'd have had your vaccine. And I'm not promoting the vaccine, my God, I'm not. I'm just saying, you know.
We've had it. I
believe in it, and I think, because we had COVID and I never want to go through that again. I know you can still get it, but if ours was classed as mild and that we was horrifically ill, God, you never know, he knows what severe... Well, it's death, isn't it?
Yeah.
Second story, I don't know if you've heard about it, the Travis Scott concert.
Oh, yeah.
Astro something or other, I'm not sure.
Astro, well, the festival or something like that, what is that?
Yeah, people died at that event. It was a bit like the Liverpool thing, wasn't it? Like,
Hillsborough, back in the 80s.
The worst for me was, it's not the fact that happened, it's what he was doing when, like, there were bodies, but he was just there on the auto tune going, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, everybody's put these videos up of this body being took out, and he's just there going, on the microphone. I'm like, what's he doing?
Well, I've seen it where there was somebody trying to tell, like...
the girl, like, there's a dead body down here, stop the show.
It was being told of him, but I also seen one where the cameraman who was filming it or showing the lighting was being told. You can see him being told. Maybe he didn't believe him, I don't know. Maybe he just didn't know what to do. I mean, do you stop a concert where I don't know how many people were there? No, I don't know what to do either, because I'm not in that position. And that one man might not have had the power to stop the whole thing. I don't know.
Hoot.
I'm not saying it's right. Of course, it should have stopped.
Cameraman, person who brushes up next to tea. I'd say, look, there's dead people.
I'm in full agreement with him. He did like an apology thing the next day or a day or two later, and everyone was saying it was like that insincere. Like he didn't look very, like he really was as sad as he
But the way he was doing that stupidness.
He was meant to be like a robot dancer, some crap word. Maybe that's what the singing was about.
Well, he was singing into the auto-tune, making these weird noises. Whilst there was dead people being suffocated to death. I don't know. The stories that are going on in the world at the moment.
Just I mean, whenever you go to something which you think, it's going to be really fun, I can't wait to do this, and then you don't come back. Like, I've seen a lot of the Hillsborough documentaries, and mums sent their kids off with the dads and with their uncles and with their brothers to watch. No, women, not being horrible, but women didn't really go to the football back in the 80s. Some did.
Yeah, I know.
But it's a lot more of a men's thing. And it was a lot of men who was in that Hillsborough disaster. Yeah. And children trampled on the poor buggers. But on a brighter note... It's a bit like,
not to bring it up, guys, but the Ariana Grande concert.
Oh, yeah, that was
the Manchester bombing, where people lost their lives.
Yeah.
You never quite know what's going to happen, do you? But, God, if it's preventable, come on.
You shouldn't be scared of going to things like concerts and festivals and football matches and stuff like that.
There's got to be some sort
days.
of rules and regulations, though, hasn't there? Else tragedies like the Travis Scott thing do happen. What's the funny story anyway? Let's
we need
end
to
this on a lighter note.
We are going to end this in a minute, guys, because we're running out of space on the phone again. Anyone want to buy us a really large phone? I don't mean like a phone. What's his name back in the day?
Phone jacker.
Dom Jolly with the huge phone. Don't mean that type of phone. No, just Trigger Happy TV. We just need a phone with a lot of memory and we could record more videos. Don't actually buy us. I've seen this thing today. It's on our Instagram feed. It was not sent to us, but it was posted by Joe Rogan. And I've not told how many Joe Rogan stories in ages because I've not been listening to him for a while.
Oh my God, are you feeling alright?
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of football podcasts and UFC and whatever. Anyway, Joe Rogan found this thing. It was a clip and it's in America. And I was like, I've got to tell this story. It's not really a story, it's just an article. So it coincides with Amy's story about the prostitutes as well as anti-vaxxers. So in America, like there are in the UK, there are quite a few people who said, no, don't want the vaccination. You can't make me get no vaccination. And there's a lot of it. I see clips of Americans in shops saying just causing trouble and refusing to have it and refusing to leave and breathing on people.
All over the world, not just in America.
No, but I've seen clips of Americans doing this and in the UK. But the majority I've seen in America. Anyway, so there's this brothel in America. Let's get straight to it. They are offering... Wait till you hear it, guys. Guys, actually, because...
not PCR tests or something.
No. If they ever bring this out in the UK, guarantee vaccination rates for men will go up. I guarantee it.
Go on.
They are offering a free shag if you get a vaccination at their brothel.
You've got to be kidding me.
No! I'm not going to make it up. It's not like...
No, Leigh, I don't need proof. I'm just sort of like...
Follow Joe Rogan on Instagram, guys, and you'll see it on there. He's posted it. Yeah, a brothel is offering a free experience, a day experience, as you might call it, like you order off bloody Wish. Is it Wish, that app?
Well, you mean like when you go in an hot air balloon for an hour, like you told me was doing?
Yeah. If you go there and you're a man and you have a vaccination there, which I think are free anyway to get done, you also get, an hour's time with the lady.
Well, that's sort of cutting.
Well, they're trying to incentivise men to get vaccinations. I guess in America, maybe it's more men than women refusing to have it done, or maybe this one part is. You're bugging if you're the woman now. If the man takes a turn after having the vaccination, and like you're doing whatever, and he just collapses on you.
They're really cutting themselves short, aren't they? Oh well, they're not profiting anything really from it.
Well,
you got to give them a bit, and so you have the jab.
Well, if you think about it, maybe their business has suffered because they're not allowing people who ain't vaccinated. Maybe you got to show us a card to go in.
But if you're getting vaccinated when you maybe they've got to say, look, come back in 2 days.
Maybe they're return customers. I don't know. And now they say, look, you can come in, but you've got to have a vaccination card. And all these men say, we don't want to get no vaccination.
The thing is, though, guys, and again, the way I see it is with things like that.
People... you trying to take a serious time?
No, I do. With a lot of things, I literally try and think of everything. So, a lot of the documentaries that I've seen on prostitution here, it isn't always drug addicts. It isn't always... heroin influenced, or sometimes, especially some of the ones that I've seen that are from abroad, a lot of it is to feed the kids. I know that it's not necessarily the right way to go about things. It ain't all Julia Roberts, guys, is it? It ain't all Pretty Woman, Richard Gere, no. But,
I thought you were saying Julia Roberts works at a brothel then.
No, but she was, a prostitute in Pretty Woman.
I never watched it.
You have.
Not all the way through.
It's such a good film.
We'll watch it one of the days.
But there is a lot of torment behind these women who do it. So if the business has suffered, I know this is so stupid, they ain't going to be able to... I'm not on about the ones who got habits. I'm on about the ones who feed the children. I know it sounds stupid, but maybe there is some sense, like you said, to the situation. Because if their business has suffered, legal brothels... they ain't going to be able to feed the kids if they're single moms. I know it sounds ludicrous, guys, but you laugh, but some people are forced into these situations.
Oh, I know. I'm not taking the mick aim. I just thought it was a funny story.
It is funny.
Free vaccination. Oh, get a vaccination, get a free fun time. I just thought that was quite entertaining.
I'd have to
story.
opt out of that.
Well, I don't think they're offering it to women.
No, but I wouldn't give it away for free. Well, I'm not saying I'm a prostitute, but what I'm saying is...
I pay you every week, in wine and entertainment.
Entertainment? No, what I'm saying is, like, I wouldn't say, right then, if you have your COVID jab, I'll give you a bit.
What? Actually, I was joking with our team before. I said I'm not going to get my jab because she said, Dad, it'll be our turn to get one. So he said, "Tay, your mum told me not to have it done."
No, I didn't.
No, I'm now saying I'm not going to get it done.
What are you saying? What are you making actual lies up?
I was joking to Tia that you said I have to have it done, but I might actually refuse to get it done. I'm going to bribe you. I'll get it done on one, what do they call it?
Condition.
One condition.
You can move in the shed. It ain't going to happen.
Right, guys.
No, you are getting that done. No, I believe in the vaccine. So do we. Else we wouldn't have had it done. But it is completely your choice. But we chose to do that, and I haven't had any bad side effects.
You did have a moment where you nearly fell over.
Yeah, I was a little bit dizzy, but then
Probably
I feel okay now.
This dinner was actually all right, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It was because of the zillion%
garlic
infused. Yeah. I think next time we gotta check out the
From
mince
what
thing.
I thought was going to taste dodgy because of the mince, it turned out all right. Oh, you lot enjoyed it. So I apologise I don't have a lot of mince, but
and
it's
I'm
still
really
nice.
annoyed because I've lost 9 pounds in 2 weeks.
Sure.
I'm really hitting the diet hard at the moment, guys. I know from this big plate of spaghetti you wouldn't think so. However, I am disappointed. Yeah, I'm disgusted that you've left there. Because I'm so wanting that there, but I'm not going to have it.
It was meant to be 2 for you, 3 for me. You didn't have one, so I had 4. I'm going to give you 1. But you didn't have that one either, so I guess Spies have it. Anyway, thank you.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stories. Let us know your opinions down there in the comments. And remember to be kind. Remember to be nice. Comment, share, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your notification socials down there. Instagram and all that.
All right. See you later.
Bye.